Hi guys, welcome back. It's finally time for my June garden tour. I live here in Cottage Grove, Minnesota, and I live in a small townhome with a small yard. Now, I'm not an expert and I don't claim to be, but if you have a small space and you want to know what to do with your small space or what you can grow into your small space, maybe just watch this video and it will help you out. I have my puppies out here and they're both running around the yard and enjoying the nice morning air. I have a small yard and a small front garden, and this is just my little oasis. And what I like to do, a lot of things have grown. They're on their second and third year. So sit back and enjoy the garden. I'm going to start looking out my door so you can see what my little patio looks like in the front. This is just a little sitting area I have, and I have some candles and some very old lanterns. So we're gonna come on out. I love hanging plants. They give so much to the area, don't they? And this one is a huge plant. Oh, my little choppy's barking. Okay, here I have a Supertunia Sharon. I've never, sorry, ooh, that light is bright. I can get, here we go. I've never grown these before in a pot, and they look like they like to trail, but now they're starting to stand up. But they've got this double layer. Like, it's adorable. It's like just a cute little double layer. So it's got the first one and the second one, and they're very pretty pink. And for you Ray Dunn lovers, I have this in my peace pot. And then there's one of my little bird houses. That's my blue one. There's my choppy sitting at the door. So I'll back up. So then you can see from the other direction what it all looks like. Another little lantern. And I've had this little hanging I've had the little hanging hook for such a long time, but I put petunias in those. You know, they're pretty inexpensive. You can get them almost anywhere. Really a good idea for just if you want some extra flowers around. Okay, I'm gonna pan the yard. There's my Piper. And we might be getting a lot of sun. And it's just a quick pan of the yard, and then we'll go through everything. We might have to put that umbrella up so we can see. And again, this is in my yard. So I've started using a lot of lights in the evening. I have these little solar lights everywhere because we sit out here quite a bit during the summer months. So these things have all grown quite a bit from last year. So I have my sedum. You guys, I put in some purple fountain grass, but I didn't plant it right away. Like, I let it sit in its little container in the yard for a couple days. They all almost died. Like, they were pretty much dead. So I planted them and cut them way back. And this doesn't give it justice, but this thing was down to nothing. It was completely dead, all brown leaves. And I cut them back, and now my purple fountain grass is thriving. And I kind of figured if that's what you did, it would thrive. Here is my rose tree. Now, for the life of me, I cannot remember what type of roses. I want to say they're like little tea roses. I cannot remember. I am so sorry. I ordered this from Home Depot. It came from a nursery. So when it came, it was totally bare. Nothing on top. It came bare root. So what that means is it didn't have any soil ball. It didn't have anything. It just came with big roots, and the roots, like, see how my hand is? That's how the roots were sitting out, just like that. It came in plastic, and it was totally bare. So I was really afraid I was going to kill this thing, but I did not. And if we look on top, there's a little bud coming through, and I put a bunch of, well, I only put like 3 Goldilocks trailing the pot. And it's just going crazy in there. And I put some marigolds in to keep the beetles and certain bugs away. So I love this. So this is like in topiary form. My Russian sage is like growing like crazy. No purple flowers yet. Very soon. My little hosta there. Some more lighting. And I have a rose bush. It's on its like third bloom. And I'll get really close so you can see here. Just beautiful. And I believe these are Queen of Excellence roses. Just really pretty. Here's another one over here. Oh, with a nice little bug on it. This one is loaded with all kinds of buds, and there's some spent rose hips over there that you can see, but doing a great job in the pots. So both of my rose tree and my rose bush are both in pots, and they will go into the garage come frost time. And you know, oh, there's a little mushroom down there. There is another one of my purple fountain grasses. Totally had to cut this down. Now the reason I put this fountain grass right where it is, this is where my central air conditioner is and where the rabbits would try to get through. That's why you see that little green meshy gate and where all the meters and stuff are. I thought it would grow up tall enough where you couldn't see it, but I took forever to plant it and thus had to cut it down. So that's now why we don't have taller, you know, blooms on the top, and because, you know, purple fountain grass gets huge. But you guys, I had to cut this all the way down to the bottom. So then I just put this like green little bunny in there to try to make it look fuller, but it's been growing, it's been doing fine. It's just gonna take some time. I'm just very impatient waiting for it. And I'm sure by the end of the summer, it will take over that whole corner. There's my beautiful hostas. They never seem to let me down. On the top of the wall here that's covering my central air, I have my beautiful succulents in a pot. I just got all of these from Home Depot. My daughter bought these for me. Just look at that. Just trailing down. Beautiful. It's already got some beautiful flowers on it. Just beautiful. And I put petunia pots on top of here just to give it some, you know, extra spice. When these things grow out a little bit, they'll cover so you can't see so much. But when you're not up close, you don't really see that. And then I have some solar lights around there that lights up quite nicely at nighttime. My fountain is always going, you guys. I cannot do without that sound. It is so relaxing. Piper's little famous bed, she does sit in there, but if a squirrel runs by her path, she is off that in seconds. But she does like it. Choppy does not like it at all. I've got a wild fern back there growing. It's from my neighbors, and it just came through the wall that we have here. So I do have some ferns that just come through. I have my lavender tree there. Oh, get it out of the sun for you guys. I love the smell of that. I rub it just so I can get all the smell from that lavender tree. And this, sorry you guys, this is my famous little Sapphire dewdrop tree. I believe it's what they call a hummingbird tree. And I'll get really close so you can see the beautiful little purple blooms on there, or the little purple flowers. And we've had so much rain, it knocked all my little flowers off. But in about 4 days, when it's nice and humid, this baby will flourish. It's got tons of little buds on there. Can you see those? It doesn't want to focus, but look at all these little buds. Love it. So that's the little corner, and then we've got our torch. There's our Piper. So that's just a little corner of the yard there. And you know, a lot of these things, it's their second year. The roses, first year. Sage is going on its third year, so that's why everything's getting pretty big. And all these little trees are first year. I'm trying to grow some new grass. So we've got a few spots from the puppies. Now back up here. And I wish I could put this grill away so you guys can see. I could put more flowers there, but my honey bought a new car. The new car has to go in the garage. So with both of our cars, and then we don't have room to put the grill. Okay. My next favorite babies are my Firelight Hydrangeas. And I put both of these in pots. They're just getting ready to, they're budding out. So I have two of those, and those are lining the sides of my garage door. Big giant pots. I cannot wait until these babies start blooming. They start off, I believe, green, then white, and then a really dark purple. Or they might start off white and then green. They either start green to white or white to green, but they will end up in the fall a really dark, dark burgundy. Did I say purple? No, burgundy. Those will be really pretty. Oh, and remember these two guys? These usually sit on my garage door, but I put them flanking my actual big garage door. So now we'll go back out and I'll show you the other part of my garden. All right, everyone, I'm trying to show you what it looks like by my garage. They both have purple fountain grasses. It's really hard to see with the lighting. That might be a little better. And they both have Supertunia Vista bubblegums, one of my favorites. Like I said, I had to cut both of my all my purple fountain grasses down, but they have been growing like crazy. Here's my hydrangea, my vanilla strawberry that's in a pot. Look at all the wonderful things that are underneath it. I have some truffle of pinks, some marigolds, some creeping Jenny, all in the bottom of that pot. And they are getting ready. Come on, there we go. And they are finally getting their blooms on them too. Another vanilla strawberry that I planted in the ground. And my lemon tree that we have brought out. This baby here I had to treat. It's finally getting better. The leaves, as you can see, are like that veiny green with highlights of real lightness or yellow. So I had iron deficiency, so I had to treat that. It's taking longer than I'd like, but it is growing. It's got some flowers coming through, so hopefully I'll get some lemons. Underneath, I planted some marigolds. They're kind of hard to see, but I'm trying to keep beetles away. Now, I've only found beetles on my one rose bush, one beetle, but on my other rose tree, no beetles, and no beetles on these yet. So that's what that spot looks like. And I got some boxwoods, you guys. Love, love, love these. And I planted some Supertunia Vista bubblegums with these babies. I believe I got these at Home Depot. They were pretty kind of shaggy when I got them. I put them in a real light topiary form. I didn't, or I shouldn't say not topiary, ball form. Just shaped them up real nicely. These will be so cute come fall also. Something festive to look at. Okay. We're gonna move. I have huge, huge Dogwood Hedge. There you can see my hanging pot. There is some truffle of pinks underneath, but they're not getting the best light, so they're almost impossible to see. So you guys, this part of my garden has grown and like crazy pants. Trying to get out of the sun here. Just has grown massively. And I've planted a lot also. As you see, we've got lights in pots, some solar. Look at that. There's my endless summer hydrangea. This one is my blue or purple one. It's just starting to color and come out. Old can there. Look at my lilies. They are getting ready to flower. Oh, I planted some, I'm trying to get a better, ridiculous coleus. Adorable. I planted them a little too late because everything else was growing past them, but these girls, when I put them in, were very small. So I can finally start to see them. I put in some sedum. These guys are called Old Man Bones. I wonder if you can see that there. Yeah, Old Man Bones. Little hosta there. Another huge hosta. Next to my incredible hydrangea. And this is what I believe is a smooth hydrangea. Some more sedum, coral reef. And I just put some Supertunia Vista bubble gums in the front. There's my coral bells. Look at that pot. That is so fun. Back there I have another hydrangea. That is my pink or my red, what some people call it. And another pot of tunias. And I wanted to point out a couple things that I really enjoyed this year. I went to Menards and found these stepping stones. And they have solar lights on them, so they light up at night. Along with my other stones that I just adore. Just adore those. And those go all the way around. I also in my garden have what they call those little things for hoses, so your hoses don't tear up all your plants. There's Mr. Frog. But I have, I don't know if you can see it, but I have quite a bit of those because hoses can tear up a yard. I'm trying to give you guys, oh, the lighting. There we go. The lighting is just crazy. Dogwood hedges. So you guys, that is it for my garden home tour for June. I am so sorry that it's late. I'm waiting for things to bloom and bud and give you a great show, but that doesn't always happen. So this is what everything looks like here in Cottage Grove, Minnesota. And if you want to see what my garden looks like at nighttime with all these beautiful lights going and, you know, everything glistening with the fountain and the lights, just let me know. I can put a short video, like a 3 to 4 minute video of just what everything looks like. At nighttime, let me get out of the sun. Woo. At nighttime, so you guys can see everything. And it's just, you know, it's just nice to see what it looks like. I'm really glad you guys stopped by. Thanks again. I'll see you the next garden tour. Oh, I might do one at the end of the summer too, so you can see how things have progressed, and see what fall looks like around here. Okay, the weird thing is a lily just opened up. It's swaying back and forth and I can see it. Until the next time, you guys, talk to you later. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Deep end, we're alive, living life underwater. Let's spend all we've got